Good morning. How y'all doing today? Good? That's good. Me? Well, I'm blessed, not stressed. Recently, some people say miracles aren't for today. And, you know, I would partially agree. I think that there are fake miracle workers today. Absolutely. Yes. Miracles, wolves in sheep's clothing. But God makes miracles happen every day. Yesterday didn't promise today, because tomorrow's never promised, right? See, God is so merciful. God is so gracious. And why is he so merciful? Why is he so gracious? We don't deserve that. We deserve death. Well, for starters, one of the most famous verses in the entire Bible is, if I can pull it up here, John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Now, what does this mean for us as Christians? Well, it means that he loved us so much. He loved the world, that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Those who believe in him, right? Obviously, there are those who don't. And it's unfortunate. It really is. And, when you start out, you're like, man, I wish everyone would get like this. Well, I don't get why they're not like this. It's irritating. I don't like them. Over time, your heart softens to them. It's just like, man, I used to be like that. I saw them like that. Man, it hurts seeing that. Because you could just see how lost they are. And it's not saying you're better than them. No, that's not it. We all had a past. But unlike them, our past doesn't have to determine our future. All because of Jesus, who sacrificed himself on that cross. A lot of people take that sacrifice for granted, and they see it as a license to sin. They're just like, oh, well, if God forgive me of my sins, I can just go sin all I want. But the truth is, that's not true. Just because someone offers to pay your tab doesn't give you the right to go ahead and max out their credit card. It's the same thing with sin. Just because Jesus died so, your sins can be forgiven doesn't give you the right to go out and commit more sin. See, that's a very common tool used by the enemy to say, oh, well, Jesus paid for it. You can do as much as you want. Just one more. Just one more. And before you know it, just one more becomes a habit. A habit becomes a mindset. And a mindset leads you to disaster. But, God, he's very gracious. He is very merciful. And because of that, God is so good to us. We do not deserve it. We deserve death. But Jesus came so we can have life. And life everlasting, right? I myself witnessed a miracle. I've been struggling with something for over 10 years. And, well, just yesterday he delivered me from it. Now, does that mean I won't experience temptation on it? Absolutely not. However, it means that I'll be able to resist it far, far easier. For instance, last night I was tempted. Didn't happen. Yesterday I was tempted. Didn't happen. Lots and lots of temptations, but just didn't happen. And ultimately, it didn't happen because of what happened with Jesus. It didn't happen because of what Jesus made happen, right? And unless you believe in Jesus, unless you're right with God, you will perish, unfortunately. It's not for lack of trying, mind you, because there are people every day seeking to speak the word, preach the truth, and reach the lost, right? For it's written that he will leave the 99 to find the one. And also that there's more rejoicing in heaven over one sinner who repents than 99 righteous people entering. So which one are you? Are you the sinner or are you the righteous person? And if you're the righteous person, why aren't you helping a sinner? Why aren't you, reaching out to God about that? It's not that our works do the work, but it's because of his work that it works. So today, think about that. Praise be to God.